Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This host Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. So listen, Finesse2Tymes has finally responded back to the people, the claims of his mother. Well, he kind of put it inside of a song and he's responding to the public and to the world because, you know, the majority of people is like, why are you doing this to your mama? And then, of course, you got some people that's having some sort of understanding within the whole situation. For one, saying that we don't really know all the details. And for two, she shouldn't just be dependent upon her son. She should make sure that she's working and got her life together as well. So therefore, she don't have to depend on anybody. And you even got some people that's like, okay, she's saying this about Finesse2Tymes, but what about the other son? No love. Anyway, so for now, Finesse2Tymes actually responded back in a way that I think was a very smart way to respond back. Instead of going on live and talking about it, which you can do that too, put it in that music. You know, talking about the music is the one thing that I always say. You cannot like Finesse2Tymes. You can say this about him, that about him. But one thing nobody can say is that Buddy don't make good music, because he makes good music. So he did one of them legendary jail freestyle things with the pen where he be beating on the table, and that's how he did it. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the topic, man. Up first, we got Finesse2Tymes' mama. She came out with a lot more to say. And then, like I said, we'll play the response from Finesse2Tymes.
Your job taking packages back and forth to the post office every day. Just so happened this one time when I got paid, they dropped $500,000 in my account.
So this gonna be, she's saying some super key stuff right now. Because remember, I reported on a story a while ago that something about like the feds came in and got her. I think some people saying she took a charge for Sinet, all type of stuff, right? But she just said she got a job, was working at a job, I think like the post office or something, which is like a federal kind of job that works for like federal papers and stuff. But they accidentally put $500,000 inside of her account. What in the blue hell is going on? Now listen, if somebody accidentally your job put $500,000 in your account, are you going to A, return the money and let them know, or are you going to B, keep the money? You know they're going to notice $500,000 is missing, but here goes the rest of the story.
Since y'all want to know about this charge, I'm giving y'all some juice tonight. I keep talking about that $500,000, the feds got it. The feds got it. They locked all that down. So I don't have $500,000. I'm not no scammer. I don't scam. Them days over with. I done had my days of playing paper and doing all this and doing all. I done did that. I got 13 grandkids and can barely see them. I found me a job because they so throwed off by my sons. I'm not asking y'all for, I don't want to over ask for nothing. I ask for help to get me the fuck away from these people. Away from up under this umbrella where I got to dummy myself down and not be me. To try to keep a person copacetic with me so they won't unhouse me. That $500K got me a felony. A felony. All because I'm trying to work and buy a couch to go in my motherfucking living room.
I ain't gonna cap. From what she just said, which we're gonna listen to more, but it sounds like when she said that $500K got a felony, for one, just using my logical mind, that made me think she ain't returned that $500,000. I told y'all, you got two options: return the money and nothing happened legally, or don't return the money, try to keep it. Some legal action is gonna be taken for $500,000, especially when it's like a job delivering mail or whatever it may be, packages. That's kind of federal, right? So with that being said, it looks like she chose the option of keeping that money, right? And then she said that's what led me to getting a felony because I'm trying to work. Trying to work is one thing, but trying to work and then also keeping the money, that's another thing.
And I got scammed. They got me. They got me. I didn't take nothing from nobody. They got me. Them folks sent their money to my account. Because they so throwed off by these. And I damn sure wasn't finna tell them I got it.
Hold up. So there goes grand opening, grand closing. There goes the case, right? She said at the beginning, they sent the $500,000. She's working at the job and they put the money into her account. And she said she dang sure went back to tell them she got it. by her not telling them that 500,000, that's $500,000. It doesn't even take an accountant to even know, hey, our company is missing $500,000. Oh, wait, we actually sent $500,000 to this person. Everything is digital. It's not like it's $500,000 cash. It's digital. So there's a digital footprint of them sending her $500,000, and by her not deciding to give that money back, and I would imagine that she would have had to have spent some of that money and not just actually held on to it all, right?
Sure wouldn't. So yeah, I got a charge. And guess what? And I got a public defender. But everybody else got lawyers.
Now, that's key, too. She said she got a public defender, but everybody else got paid lawyers. For one, who paid for the lawyers? Who knows? I don't know if Finesse is involved with this, if he is in trouble for this as well, or anything like that. But if he is, of course, he wouldn't have himself a public defender. But also, she said something else key. She said everybody else got paid lawyers. So that means there's multiple people inside of this case, right? If this is a fraud case and it's because somebody put $500 in her account, that's making me believe it ain't the job she was working at that put $500,000 in the account. Why? Because if they put that money in her account and she decided not to give it back, she will be the only one in trouble. But there's more people charged that actually has a non-public defendant lawyer. So there's more to this story for sure, 100%.
Y'all make that shit make sense, man. I got a public defender that's finna bat my ass out the ballpark. Ain't nobody else got no motherfucking public defender. I have a felony. Ain't nobody trying to hire me. I cried to this lady and told her, please give me a job. I was scammed. And she felt it in her heart to hire me. I got a job this week, just passed. But I can't even get to it. Because I don't have a car. Where I live at, buses don't run. Trains don't run out here. And let me tell y'all this. And if everybody in this live know me from back in the day, please put in the comments whether I took care of my motherfucking children or not. I'm one motherfucker that was in the projects that took care of mine. Now that I took extra care of mine. Extra care.
Anyway, so with all that being said, let's take to the comment section. Then we'll go over and see what Finesse2Tymes had to say. So the first comment says, twins ain't it. The next person say, the kids wanted for nothing is material items, because she said she took care of hers. The kids didn't want for nothing. It says, were they loved, taught the right way to live. The next person say he didn't know to brush his own teeth. That looked like him, laugh out loud. Why didn't she sue, though? He his mama child. So whenever this person said, why didn't she sue? I do believe it's because...
your job.
Hold on 1 second. From the place I got it from, it says, Finesse2Tymes mama says she got scammed at her job. They deposited $500K. Feds took the money and charged her with a felony, but she landed a new job. So, like I say, there's nobody she can sue. In this situation, it's like you either give the money back and you don't get in no trouble, or you keep the money. If your job that you work at accidentally send you $500,000, they're not just going to let you, they're not just going to look over that and then just let you live your life with $500,000. So in that situation, like I say, she should have just returned the money. Now, I don't know if there's other people around her that were telling her not to return the money, but you always want to return the money, even if it's $20,000, $10,000, but $500,000? God damn. Anyways, we read a couple more comments, then we get to the next part of this. He says, dang, Gene Strong, my boy. Finesse finna say, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Anyways, now speaking of Finesse2Tymes, I told y'all he definitely did respond, but he responded in his own way, in his own style, which, like I said, I think was a smart way to respond, because it was one of them legendary freestyle things he be doing with the pencils and pen. And here it goes. Actually, somebody in the comment says 5 years, relatives, family problems. Now I feel like Eminem, because he said that in his freestyle. So I'm gonna read it before I actually get it started. It says, Finesse2Tymes does what he does best in the midst of controversy. Put it in the music with one of the jailhouse beat type freestyle things. And he said himself, I learned how to turn pain into profit. P.S. I wasn't finished. I just couldn't control my emotions at the end. But y'all get it, though. And here it goes.
If you fall down, you get up, baby. They tried to lock me away, but it ain't enough. gonna take you an army. It's gonna take you an army. It's gonna take you an army. Say if you fall, went to jail.
You're
came
watching
home,
Key
went to
Talk
jail
Media.
again, came back again, went straight in, copped the beans, went fed. Then I lost a lot of friends, 5 years, relatives, family problem. Now I feel like Eminem. This song's bitch gone, mental problem. Now I'm popping Seroquel, bipolar, schizophrenic, paranoia, kicking in, trust issues, finesse gang, Aryan Nation, KKK. What that mean? Fuck niggas from juvenile to the county to the pen, all the way to Mason. PSI, ain't rat, check the paper, no cooperation. United States versus Ricky Hampton. No, I ain't penny. In Little Rock, I shoot the spot. The U.S. Marshals caught me with the cannon. But I'm back though, relax though, the Prince of Memphis. I'm just being cocky. Cause I live what they rap about. I really got the wounds on my body. Stand down, you get up, baby. They tried to lock me away, but it ain't enough, baby. It's gonna take you an army. It's gonna take you an army. It's gonna take you an army. Say if you fall, where were you on visitation day? I was shedding tears. Where were you when the Fed lawyer told me I was facing 10 years, huh? Machiavelli prosecutor shined on me, labeled me an outlaw. Now I fuck a bitch and pay the bitch and kick her out like she was on the outcall. Protection, they the real estate, manipulate but never told lies.
Yeah.
We demonstrate on any day, get in my way, I put that on the fire. Hey, the same way you fall down is the same way you rise. Look, he faking here, bitch, so it's like the blind leading the blind. Fuck the DA, United States, the prosecutor, lawyer, and the judge. Cause they don't respect them from the judge, ran up and checked and got it out the mud.
I ain't gonna count. He be snapping on them freestyle, bro. Honestly, you can even look inside of the comment section where I said Finesse2Tymes keeping his own head up through the current situation. Lot of fire emojis. Nah, bro, snap. On God, put that on the 5. So I'm gonna be real. Yeah, I remember when I told you that I saw the energy of the people online that was looking at Finesse2Tymes. It went from, of course, he got out, they loved him. Eventually, they started to hate him. It went against Honeycomb Brazy, he did all that stuff like that. They really, really hated him then. But as of late, I've been seeing it switch around to people having more sympathy for him and thinking like, dang, why we been hating on bro so much? Like, why this, why that? But when this incident with the mama happened, the first day it really kind of went viral. I was like, dang, this is not a good look. So I know this is going to change the minds of people. And on top of that, I think if he would have went live and started talking instead of putting it inside of the music like he did, because people love when he do that beat thing, that's his thing. People love that from him, right? When he was locked up, that still was going viral, him doing stuff like that. So people like that. Now that he's done this, I think maybe if he goes live now, that the hate that I thought that I was going to be seeing more of, like I'm not, like I said, after he did that freestyle, maybe it'll be less and less, right? Because like I say, I think people's having like, actually, I honestly think the people is like, okay, the mama made some mistakes. I think they're thinking like, okay, you know, he's doing this, he was paying, he was doing this, but why the blue hell she can't just do her own, you know what I'm talking about? But either way it goes, like I say, we still don't know the full story of everything, so I can't get up here and be like, well, this person was wrong. This person was wrong and this person was right. I can't do all that because I don't know the full story. I only know the details that I got. I heard the mama saying this, and then I see the freestyle by Finesse2Tymes where he's a 5 years relative family problems now feel like Eminem. And you know that song Eminem got, I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry. But tonight, I'm cleaning out my closet. Anyways, like I say, man, a whole lot of fire emojis for Finesse2Tymes. Anyways, I hope they're able to get that solved. You know what I'm talking about? I hope they're able to get it solved. She don't get kicked out of the crib. She got a place to stay. And as Finesse2Tymes continue being successful with the music like he has been. Anyways, now let's take it over to this topic right now, man. Hey, it's a dude out of Atlanta, a rap out of Atlanta, goes by the name of T Hood. And some of y'all know T Hood, and some of y'all don't know T Hood. But the story of T Hood is going viral right now. Now, this rapper T Hood, it's his Atlanta rapper T Hood was unalive last night, and his sister claims he was set up by Frosted Kae, which is his girl. It says T Hood killed in Snellville after an alleged domestic dispute with Kirk and Rashida daughter. So I guess Kirk and Rashida daughter is this girl, and they were alleging that she called her brother. Let's just go down the story, right? So boom, that happened. Now this is T Hood's sister. She came out and said, Frosted Kae, it's all your fault, you lying ass men. Y'all killed my brother. in which she also said, Frosted Kae set my brother up. She had her brother shoot him and say she didn't know he shot my brother 5 times in the back and stomach, chest. They cleaned it up and hid the brother so the police wouldn't find the weapon or him. Her 2 brothers. One left the scene, but the one that lives on the property is hiding. So she said, you gonna get it, ho. So now you can see T Hood's sister is really ready to go at Frosted Kae because she believes that she had a role in the unaliving of her brother, which is T Hood, right? It continues because eventually Frosted Kae came out and she responded. Well, first of all, she said, I just want to die. I don't want to be on Earth no more. And this, of course, is Frosted Kae. Now, that's her in response to him dying. So which I don't know if she did or not, let's just say the sister knows and she's right. Even if she did, she's going to show sympathy as far as like, oh, I didn't know this was actually happening. I want to die. But Frosted Kae doubled back and responded to all of the allegations because a lot of people saying that she's had something to do with it since T Hood's sister said that, right? So Frosted Kae, which is his girl, she came in and said, first off, I've been advised not to speak up by plenty of parties. I can't sit back and let this narrative be created go on. The love of my life is gone. The man I lay with and cuddle every single night is no longer here. So as I want to say respect, hold on, let me actually put it like this for y'all. He said, so I want to ask for respect and privacy. I won't because I will always defend my baby. I don't condone the stuff in any shape, form, or fashion. I am sick to my stomach. I don't wish this on anyone. My brain is all over the place. This is a total nightmare, but I'm not going to get this off. I don't even have time to grieve or say my respects in a right manner because I'm defending myself, being attacked by people who are creating weird and sick rumors. I'm not good at talking about, but I would love to give insight and let the people who love him in to get understanding. I don't have the right words, but I want to keep typing while also respecting his family and loved ones. So, and she also came out and said, so please stop listening to people who weren't there. Listening to all of these rumors and conspiracy theories will get nobody anywhere, but just following a false narrative. I hate I have to even post this, but I won't let y'all bully me and put the blame on me, making it seem like we weren't one. I ain't never fathomed note it like this. I love my man with my entire heart. Sending me threats, I'm grieving too. I am hurting too. I didn't harm anyone or ask anyone to harm him. I didn't call for anyone to come help me. I didn't ask for this. I would never. My baby was still healing from being shot 3 gangs. So T Hood just got shot 3 times and now he got okay, so look. The T Hood dude was already healing from being shot 3 times. The fact that he was shot 3 times shows that somebody wanted to kill him and he's still alive and he's healing. You know what the rappers say. If we hit you and we don't really hit you, we're going to spin again. So this could be a situation where they spent the block again and actually killed them this time. It definitely could be, right? Let's continue. It says, we handled our business in private. I am livid also. I didn't call my family for help. For one, I'm the girl, and I know we will be right back together that same night. If anything, I don't involve my folks in our business. I didn't call a brother. I didn't call anyone but his mother. That's my baby. I don't care who's involved. I don't condone this. I am not okay. So, and of course, this was the police, the Gwinnett County Police. This was the details they gave out. They said a title: domestic dispute outside of residence. Okay, leads to deadly shoot. Oh wow! So the police now is saying the domestic dispute outside of a residence led to the deadly shooting. So. I don't know. It ain't looking too good for Frosted Kae right now. It says the Gwinnett County Police Department is investigating a shooting as the residence resulted in the death of one man. At approximately 7 p.m., officers assigned to the South Precinct were dispatched to a residence in the 3900 block of Lee Road in an unincorporated Snellville. The caller reported that a dispute took place at the residence and someone was shot. So that police phone call is going to give a lot of details. I'm going to tell you that. It says when officers arrived at the incident location, they located the man who was shot and rendered aid. Gwinnett County Fire Rescue transported the man to a local area hospital where he ultimately passed away from the injuries sustained. One person was detained. Okay, so they got a person detained. One person was detained at the shooting location and is in the process of being interviewed by detectives. So it's going to be important to see who was detained and who's being interviewed, if it's her brother or who is it? It says the case is being investigated as a homicide. The motive for the shooting is still under investigation. The identity of the victim will be released following next of kin notification. There is no active threat to the public. Anyway, so with all that being said, man, we'll take to the comment section. I actually won't take it to the comment section this time. I will leave it up to y'all. If y'all want to read the comments, go to my Instagram at Key Talk Media. But the death of T Hood is actually underway. The investigation started. The girlfriend, Frosted Kae, came out and said she had no responsibility or actions of getting anybody to hurt and kill him. Now, T Hood's sister, she believes Frosted Kae did. So find out next time. Stay tuned with me and we'll check out everything, see what's going on. Anyways, also I did do an interview with Lil Rodney. Go check that out. Of course, I got the Go Yayo interview out as well. Let me know something. Coming up below, let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.